Hello and welcome back to People Skills Pro. Let's talk about something that every single person who dares to do anything interesting, who dares to be different, or who dares to put themselves out there will inevitably face. Haters. Whether it's a critical comment on social media, a negative remark from a coworker, or a judgmental look from a stranger, the sting of criticism and negativity can be powerful. It can derail your focus. It can plant seeds of self-doubt, and it can make you want to shrink back into the safety of the crowd. Most people have very weak emotional defenses. A single negative comment can feel like a dagger, piercing their fragile confidence and ruining their entire day. They spend their lives walking on eggshells, terrified of attracting criticism, and as a result, they never reach their full potential. But what if you could be different? What if you could build a mindset so strong, so resilient, so unshakable that the hateful words of others bounce off you like pebbles off of a castle wall? What if you could build an emotional fortress? Today, we are going to give you the blueprint for that fortress. This is not about learning to ignore your feelings or pretending that words don't hurt. This is about building a deep internal structure of self-worth and purpose so solid that the opinions of random negative people become completely irrelevant to you. We will explore the psychology of your haters, and we will lay out the 5 foundational pillars you need to construct to become truly untouchable. The core principle. You are the guardian of your own mind. Before we lay the first brick, we must understand the most important principle of mental defense. No one can make you feel anything without your consent. A hateful comment is just a collection of words. It is a sound wave hitting your eardrum or a pattern of pixels on a screen. It has no inherent power. The only power it has is the power you give it by choosing to believe it, to internalize it, and to make it a part of your own inner narrative. Building an emotional fortress is the process of learning to become a vigilant, powerful guardian at the gates of your own mind. You and you alone get to decide which thoughts are allowed in and which are left outside to wither in the cold. This is the ultimate form of personal sovereignty. Know your enemy, the psychology of a hater. To build an effective defense, you must first understand your attacker. Why do haters hate? It is almost never about you. It is always about them. Hateful criticism is a confession of the hater's own inner state. It's a confession of envy. They see something in you, your courage, your talent, your happiness, that they lack in themselves. Your light is a painful mirror to their own darkness. And their only way to feel better is to try and extinguish your light. It's a confession of insecurity. They are deeply insecure. By trying to pull you down, they are desperately trying to elevate themselves to your level. It is the only way their fragile ego knows how to feel powerful. It's a confession of unlived dreams. Haters are often people who were too afraid to pursue their own dreams. They are spectators in the arena of life, and they resent the players who had the courage to get on the field. Their criticism is a bitter reflection of their own inaction. When you understand this, you stop taking their criticism personally. You see it for what it is, not an accurate assessment of your worth, but a sad revelation of their own pain. This depersonalization is the first step in disarming their power. The blueprint, the 5 pillars of your emotional fortress. Now let's build. A fortress is not built in a day. It is built brick by brick, pillar by pillar. Pillar 1. The Moat of Indifference. The Stoic principle of control. The first line of defense is a wide, deep moat that separates what you can control from what you cannot. The psychology. The ancient Stoic philosophers taught that the root of all human suffering is our failure to understand this distinction. We suffer because we try to control things that are outside of our control: the weather, the economy, and, most importantly, the opinions of other people. You cannot control if someone likes you. You cannot control if they leave a hateful comment. You cannot control their thoughts or their words. The moment you try to, you have given them power over your emotional state. You have become their puppet. Building the moat. Your fortress is built only on the land you control. What can you control? Your character, your effort, your mindset, your actions and your responses. That's it. The opinions of your haters are on the other side of the moat. You can see them, you can acknowledge them, but you do not let them cross into your fortress. Actionable habit. The dichotomy of control meditation. Each morning, take 60 seconds. Close your eyes. Visualize your fortress. On the inside, picture the things you control: your effort for the day, your commitment to your values. On the outside of the moat, picture the things you don't control: what your boss will say, whether you'll get praise, what haters will comment. Mentally commit to focusing all of your energy on the inside of the fortress and practicing a calm indifference to everything on the outside. Pillar 2. The Watchtower of Self-Awareness. Know thyself. A fortress with no one in the watchtower is easily surprised. Your watchtower is your deep, unshakable knowledge of your own strengths, weaknesses, and values. The psychology. A hater's primary weapon is to plant a seed of doubt. They attack your competence, your character, your worth. If you don't truly know yourself, that seed can find fertile ground. If you are secretly insecure about your intelligence, a comment calling you stupid will devastate you. But if you have done the hard work of self-assessment, if you have looked at your flaws with brutal honesty and acknowledged your strengths with quiet confidence, then their attacks have no place to land. Building the Watchtower. The daily debrief. This practice, which we've discussed before, is essential. By reviewing your wins and lessons each day, you are conducting a daily inventory of your character. You are building a data-driven, evidence-based case for who you are. Define your core values. Take an hour and write down the 3 to 5 values that are most important to you. Example: integrity, growth, compassion, courage. This is your personal constitution. When a hater attacks you for being too ambitious, you can check it against your constitution and realize that ambition is not a flaw. It is a reflection of your value of growth. When you know with deep certainty who you are, the opinion of a stranger who has never met you becomes laughably irrelevant. Pillar 3. The Stronghold of Purpose. Your mission is your shield. A man without a mission is a sitting duck. He has too much free time to worry about what others think of him. A man with a mission is a moving target, and he is too busy to be bothered by the arrows of petty criticism. The psychology. Your purpose is your shield. When you are deeply passionate and focused on a mission, building a business, creating art, mastering a skill, raising a family, it becomes the primary source of your validation and fulfillment. The emotional high you get from making progress on your mission is far more powerful and rewarding than the fleeting low you might get from a hateful comment. Building the stronghold. Find your why. Your purpose must be something intrinsically motivating. It must be a why that is so powerful it pulls you out of bed in the morning. Set process-based goals. Don't just focus on the outcome. Focus on the daily process. Your goal isn't just to write a book, it's to write 500 words every day. This allows you to get a win every single day, building momentum and fulfillment that makes you immune to external negativity. Immerse yourself in your craft. The more time you spend focused on becoming excellent at what you do, the less time and mental energy you have available to worry about your haters. Pillar 4. The Gatehouse of Selective Feedback. Filter the signal from the noise. Not all criticism is hate. A wise man knows how to distinguish between destructive hate and constructive feedback. Your gatehouse is the filter that allows valuable information in and keeps toxic noise out. The psychology. An insecure person treats all criticism as a personal attack. A truly confident person is hungry for feedback that can make them better. The key is to evaluate the source and the intent of the feedback. Building the gatehouse, the trusted counsel test. When you receive criticism, ask yourself 2 questions. Do I respect this person? Is this criticism coming from a mentor, a respected peer, or someone who has achieved what I want to achieve? Or is it coming from an anonymous troll on the internet? And is their intent to build me up or to tear me down? Is the feedback specific, actionable, and delivered with a genuine desire to help me improve? Or is it vague, personal, and delivered with a tone of contempt? If the person is respected and the intent is constructive, you open the gate. You listen with humility, you thank them for the feedback, and you use it to grow. If the person is not respected or the intent is destructive, you close the gate. You see the comment for what it is, useless noise, and you let it pass by without entering your fortress. Pillar 5. The Armory of Self-Respect. Your actions are your armor. This is the final and most powerful pillar. Your fortress is ultimately built from the bricks of the promises you keep to yourself. The psychology. Self-respect is the antidote to the poison of external criticism. Self-respect is not something you think, it's something you earn from yourself, through your actions. Every time you choose the difficult right over the easy wrong, you add another layer of armor. Building the armory. Keep your promises. When you say you are going to wake up early, wake up early. When you say you are going to the gym, go to the gym. When you say you will finish the project, finish the project. Each completed promise is a piece of evidence that you are a man of your word. Act in accordance with your values. When you have a choice, consciously choose the action that aligns with the values you wrote down in your Watchtower. Embrace discomfort. The more you voluntarily do hard things, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable and resilient. This builds a deep, unshakable confidence that no hater can ever touch. So, let's bring this all together. The hateful words of others only have power if you have a weak defense. Building an emotional fortress is not about becoming cold or unfeeling. It is about becoming so internally strong that external negativity cannot find a crack to enter. You build your moat of indifference, focusing only on what you can control. You build your watchtower of self-awareness, knowing your own truth so deeply that their lies have no effect. You build your stronghold of purpose, becoming too busy on your mission to be distracted by the noise. You build your gatehouse of selective feedback, letting in the wisdom and keeping out the hate. And you build your armory of self-respect, earning your own validation through your daily actions. This is not a quick fix. This is the work of a lifetime. But every day that you lay another brick, your fortress gets stronger. You stop living in fear of criticism and start living in a state of quiet, powerful, and unshakable confidence. If you found this guide helpful, please click the like button and subscribe to People Skills Pro for more practical advice on building a better life. Thank you for listening.